Hi friends, hello people. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Sanju and welcome to my channel English with Sanju. And in this video we are going to talk about Jane Eyre, which is by Charlotte Brontë. Okay, let's begin with chapter 1, The Reed Family. It was winter. The weather was very cold and it was raining. We could not go outside. I was glad. I never liked walks with my cousins, John, Eliza and Georgiana Reed. I was not a strong child. I always got tired before they did, and then they laughed at me. I did not like my cousins or my aunt, their mother. They did not like me either. They never let me play in their games. I was very lonely at Gateshead Hall, but I had to live there because I was an orphan. My mother and father had died when I was a baby. On that cold winter afternoon, my cousins were sitting with their mother in the sitting room. My aunt did not allow me to be with them. I went to sit in the library. Reading was one of my greatest pleasures. The books in the library were not children's books, but I loved them. Suddenly, the door opened and John Reed walked in. Elizabeth and Georgina were following him. "Where are you?" he shouted. "What are you doing? Come here at once." I stood up slowly. I was very frightened because John Reed was a big boy. He was 14 years old and I was only 10. He was tall and very fat because he ate too much. He was his mother's favorite. In her eyes, he did nothing wrong. Suddenly, he hit me so hard that I almost fell. "What were you doing?" he shouted. "I was reading," I answered quietly. "Were you reading one of my mother's books?" "Yes," I replied and gave him the book. "You mustn't read our family's books," he said. "You are..." Give me a moment. Just one moment, please. "You are an orphan. Your mother and father are dead. You have no money. You live with us because you have no family. But you aren't one of our family and we don't like you." He lifted the book and hit my head with it. For the first time in my life, I showed that I was angry. All the unhappiness and loneliness of my life at Gateshead Hall came out. "Wicked boy," cried. John Reed was very surprised. "What did you say?" he shouted. "Did you hear that, Elsa and Georgiana? I am going to the sitting room immediately. I am going to tell mother about you." Again, this time I was ready and I hit him first. I had never fought with him before. I pulled his hair and shouted, "You wicked boy, I hate you." Mrs. Reed and Bessie, one of the servants, appeared and pulled me away from my cousin. "Take her to the red room and lock the door," my aunt said coldly. "Take her to the red room." Mrs. Reed's words filled me with fear. Bessie took me to it and locked the door. I looked around the room. It was a bedroom, but no one ever slept there now. My uncle had died there 9 years earlier. Only the servants came here now. I sat where Bessie had left me. I was too frightened to move. I remembered Bessie's stories about ghosts. She said dead people often returned to their homes, especially if they were unhappy. I thought about the unhappiness and loneliness of my life with my aunt's family, and I began to cry. My uncle had been kind to me while he was alive. Now no one loved me. Now that is page 2, end of page 2. You have, "As the room grew darker, my fears grew." I did not. We'll continue from here tomorrow. I hope the video was useful for you. Please like, share with everyone you know, and subscribe. I hope you all are waiting for tomorrow's video so that you know what happens in the next pages or in the next chapters. I hope you have subscribed to my channel. Please do. Bye bye.